there, Becca. Hope your move is going well. This is your video lesson. These are 2 things I want to talk about. I'll talk about those 2 things, and if you have any questions or any follow-up things for me afterwards, just let me know and do my best to answer you. So let's get to it. So I want to go over eighth note strumming. I think we've talked about this a little bit, but I want to kind of go more in depth with it, especially as we kind of progress along things and we have more intricate strum patterns. So what I did for number 1 as I wrote out was called a quarter note strum. It's just literally on every beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, obviously, that's not all there is to strumming. It actually gets quite complex, especially if you ever get to like all that funk strumming and things like that, or maybe like jazz or blues comping. But the quarter note's where you start. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called an eighth note pattern. Basically, it's a 2-to-1 ratio between the strums. Quarter note being this 1, 2, 3, 4, and eighth note strumming this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, why do I spend a lot of time on this? Is because typically when I see people coming in who've already had a little bit of guitar experience before seeing me, usually their eighth notes are uneven, or there's a gap in between, or there's a weird fluctuation in time where they can't switch between one and the other without dropping the beat. A lot of times I'll see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you'll see a lot of that. So it's worthwhile to practice. You don't need to spend your whole day on it, but maybe just a little bit of time practicing switching between those 2 things. So what I'd like you to do is see if you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And the way you count eighth notes are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Just putting that syllable in between each one of the numbers. So it looks like this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now there's a bit more to eighth note strumming. When I strum down, I'm trying to land my pick kind of in the middle of the strings. That way I'm not whacking the bass strings too hard. See if I'm playing a G chord, for example, if I do quarter note strums with the right, if I'm just aiming for those bottom strings real heavy, then I'm going to get this almost like slapping someone in the face with the beat. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is kind of aim for the middle of the strings. So you kind of get like a glancing blow on the low ones and put most of your energy here in the middle strings. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when I go to eighth note strums, when I'm doing the up strum, I'm not trying to get through all 6 strings. If I did, it would sound like this. And it's like the rhythm is right, but the articulation is wrong. When I do that up strum, I'm just trying to catch those top, maybe 3, maybe 4 strings. Right? There's no hard and fast rule. Kind of depends on what you're playing. But on that up strum, you're not trying to get through all 6 strings. You're trying to just aim your pick and get this first couple of strings on the up strum. So actually, I recommend just practice doing this for a little bit, so you kind of get it dial in what your sound you're looking for. And I would pick a chord, maybe like C or something like that. Or I get an A chord, for example, right? And then once you get that movement down, then I would practice going like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. You should be able to switch between those two strums without dropping the beat or feel like the music has accelerated or decreased or something like that. So work on that for me. Second thing is Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. This is a great one to practice the up strum. I wrote out 2 sections. I gave you the chorus and verse part 1. There's a second part to the verse, but I'll cover that next week. It's nothing crazy. It's just that I ran out of room and I would do so much. I feel like it's only so much for one lesson, right? So the chorus is going to be this: the strum pattern is this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Right. So the ultimate speed of the song is this: 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 4, and 1, 2. Then go to the next chord. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Now, why did I wait to give this one to you with the up strum? Is because by doing the up strum on that last beat, it greatly reduces the amount of time you have to get to the next chord. So in the beginning, I could give quarter notes, that way someone can get the chord switches down, and then the eighth note strum after someone's had some time with me to get the actual chords into their fingers. This way, that fast movement from 4 and into 1 is not, hard, which is already hard enough, right? This one's also nice too because you hang on that A chord for a while, and by doing that, you can really practice the eighth note strum without feeling you got to switch chords every 2 seconds. So it's a great up strum eighth note strum primer for students. So we got that, and then the verse section. Oh, sorry, back up for a second. Now there's a lot of A's in here. And what I found is that if someone just kind of just plays, what ends up happening is that they lose count of where they are. So what you're going to want to practice is doing this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. What I'm doing is I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm changing the first number to represent how many of the measures I've gone through, how many patterns I've gone through. Like I said, this one is not hard because there's a lot of chords. It's harder because it has an eighth note strum, and you have to track where you are in the count of the number of chords that you've done. Like I said, this is it's very easy to do like an extra like measure or to take one measure away. So this is a great one to practice that skill. Right, cool. So work on, and then sorry, I'll play the verse part 1 for you. Down, down, down to the E chord, back to the A chord, then to the D chord. And then there's another section to that where it goes, "This is my message to you." So the chord changes are slightly different there. But at any rate, work on that for me. Like I said, if you have questions when you look at anything, feel free to shoot it on over to me. It might take me a day or two to get back to you, but I will. And if not, I will see you on Saturday. Take care.